Last round. What happens is, when we get people in here that have been doing boot camp for 10 years with somewhere else, some of them are fantastic, but others, they get away with bad movement. They're going super fast, or they're going super short range of motion. Quick.
Oh man,
whoa. Let's just walk it back a little bit here.
Yeah.
Let's get this right.
Yeah.
And one of the preambles that I give people when they come into the gym is, say your first few weeks here are going to be clunky. And I hit them up with that. You won't be training with a group, it's going to be clunky. We're going to take you aside. We're going to go through the fundamentals. I don't care if you've just been to the Olympics for Olympic weightlifting. Not that anyone's going to come here from that background, but I'm going to check your fundamentals first. And then, depending on where you are, we'll put you into the appropriate place and train the appropriate way. But until that happens, you're not just getting.
You sort of have to suck it up that you're going to be at a level for a certain amount of time, and then eventually you will be there.
Yeah, but we don't hamstring anyone. What I mean by that is, it doesn't sound like, it sounds like a really long, drawn out process, but it's not. For some people that are experienced, it could be as simple as me saying, all right, go up and grab a 12 kilo kettlebell. Let me have a look at your goblet squat. Okay, let me have a look at your hinge with a kettlebell. All right, beautiful. We've got squats and deadlifts. Let's progress you to the bar. I'll go and monitor the loading. Let's have a look at, can we brace? Can we unrack properly? How does it look with the bar? Okay, we're good on the empty bar. We're good on a couple of warm-up sets. Let you get after a weight if you haven't trained in a while.
That can take 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, 100%.
Depending on how fast you are.
It's not weeks and weeks and weeks. And then for other people, it'll be the case, guess what? We're going to squat with a kettlebell, with a band around the knees, sitting onto a bench that is going to hopefully set us into these positions that we're going to deal with all these things that are going on that we don't quite have a handle on yet, and we might be doing that for a month depending on who it is, and then other people might be onto their 200 kilo squats. So it's not to say that we do it with the view of pulling everyone back. It's more to the view of just going, all right, where do you fit into the picture? What do we need to work on? What do I need to pay attention to? You've been out and you had a knee injury 2 years ago. How does that affect your squat now? You've played soccer, but you haven't squatted. So let's have a look at it. So all of that, none of that can be done in a group training environment where you're standing out front demonstrating things. Or you're doing things on the clock where you can't stop and coach. None of that can be done if you don't know the name and injury history and have time to stop and coach a client. None of that can be done in those circumstances. So I guess you've got to look at the big picture and go, well, how effective can any of the training be for the individual if it's not geared for the individual? So although the program might be overlaid for the group, there could be in one class there might be 10 to 15 exercise variations that people are doing within that class, and they could be the smallest things, or they could be completely different exercises. That could happen in one class. You spread that across, what have we got at the moment? 3, 4, 2, 6. So 6, 4 is 24, 30 odd, maybe 35 classes a week, something like that. 35 classes a week at up to 18 people a class. It's a lot of individual variance that you've got to have your head around. It's a lot of coaching that you've got to remember what people are like, and quite often when we get new people in, I'll tell them, remind me of this. So if this is your thing, I need you to remind me of this, because I've got a pretty good memory. I know most things and can see most things, but there's some that are going to slip through the loop. Someone gets an injury that's fairly innocuous and doesn't give them a lot of grief, and we haven't had to modify a lot. It's just been like a comment a month earlier, and then it starts to flare up. Well, I might need a reminder on that. Oh, that's right, you had this. Okay, we need to change this.